Hello students, this is Devidas Trimbake and today we are going to discuss the topic Alchemy of Nature, which is prescribed for 10th standard both for English medium and Marathi medium. So the topic name is Alchemy of Nature. What is alchemy? Alchemy means magic power. Yes, nature has got the magic power. In the sense, all our needs are fulfilled in the nature. We cannot survive without nature, and moreover we can learn so many unlimited things from nature. That's why nature is the best teacher to us. Nature is the best guide. So what things we are supposed to learn from nature, that we are going to see here one by one. So number one is hibiscus plant. The author says there is hibiscus plant in her garden, and every fortnight means duration of 15 days. So every 15 days a flower blooms on it. And how is the flower? The flower is very bright, big, tender, very beautiful, very attractive, and all the day it is dancing with the wind and smiling with the sun. It looks very beautiful, it looks very happy. But as the evening approaches means comes, as the evening comes, what happens? The flower goes dry, and on the next day it dries completely and in the evening it falls down and becomes one with the soil. Now what do we learn from this example? However short life we have got, we should live it happily. See, the flower has got only one day life, and all the day it is smiling. Similarly, we should live our life like flower. We should never be unhappy. All the time we have to be happy and try to make others happy. Next example, she says we went to a rocky beach and saw a spread of the majestic ocean and the rocks alongside. She went to a rocky beach, and what did she see there? The rocks. And how were the rocks? The rocks were carved, sculpted and shaped by the water. Shaped by the water. See, who gave them the shape? Water, not you and me. Now apparently it seems to be impossible that the water giving shape to the rocks, because the rocks are so hard and the water is so gentle, so soft. So apparently it seems to be impossible, but yes, it is possible, because the water is flowing over the rocks for years together, and finally the rocks gives in and they take the shape that the water commands. They take the shape that the water wants to give them. Now what do we learn from this example? From this example we learn that our problems are so hard like rocks. They are very difficult, and as compared to our problems, we are so small, we are so gentle, we are so soft like water. But if we are consistent in our efforts, if we are continuously trying, surely we can win the race. Surely we can get what we want in our life. So these are the things we can learn from nature. Next example she is giving us. She says, we saw small bits of grass peeping through small cracks in a concrete pavement. There is a concrete pavement, and in concrete pavement there are small cracks, and the grass is growing there. Now she says it left us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. She saw those cracks and the grass growing there, and she understood, however impossible things may look now, there is always an opening. From this example we learn, though all the doors are shut in our life, remember one door is there which is open. So never give up, my students. Be always hopeful. There always an opening. The next example she is giving us, she says we saw a tree, a bare of all leaves in cold winter months. It was winter season, and there was a tree, and the leaves were shaded. We thought its chapter was over. Chapter was over means she thought the tree is dead. But 3 months passed, the spring set in. What happened? Spring came, and the tree was back to its green majesty once again. Again, the tree was full of leaves, flowers, birds, and life. Now what do we learn from this example? She says, what if we too had the conviction that however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. Yes, Time is changing. Now your time is difficult. Now you are crying. But in future, if you struggle, you will smile. Now you are unhappy, but this will not remain forever. In future, you can be happy. Your time is coming. Just have patience. So never give up, my students. You have to be hopeful. This time will not remain so forever. The time is changing. Remember, this too shall pass. So you have to be happy. You have to be positive. The next example she is giving us, she says, we saw an army of ants lugging a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. Now see, what are the ants doing? The ants are so small as compared to fly. And what are the ants doing? They are carrying a fly to a quite distance. The ants organize themselves around the fly. What did they do? They organized themselves around a fly. They lifted it. They lifted a fly on what? On frail feelers. Here frail feelers means what? Weak legs. They lifted a fly on their weak legs and they carried it to a quite distance. She saw this, and what did she learn from this? Teamwork. Yes, she says their teamwork and perseverance were impressive. Perseverance means what? Constant efforts in spite of obstacle. They united themselves. Yes, from this example we learn unity. We have to be united. United we built and divided we fought. So you have to be united. The ants organized themselves around a fly and they lifted it on their frail feelers and they carried it to a quite distance. So you have to be united. United we built and divided we fought. That is what we learn from this example. We have to be focused. We have to be organized. So these are the things we can learn from nature. The next examples we will learn in the next period. Thank you very much.